What is up, guys? Welcome to another video of my 2K25 Elimination Series. In this episode, we'll be covering the Houston Rockets. The Rockets, they're one of those young teams that are really looking to be a threat in the West, and I think they're close to becoming a contender. They got upset round one by the Warriors. But yeah, I mean, they played a really hard-fought series. Honestly, I thought at one point they would take that series, but yeah, the Warriors vets just kind of took over in that one. But yeah, Rockets were just really giving the Warriors problems. And Warriors, honestly, I don't think they really kind of figured out what works for them in the playoffs because they were just trying to do everything they can to beat that Rockets team. And once they played the Timberwolves, I feel like they were still trying to figure out what this kind of playoff roster looks like, what kind of the best version of their team is. So we never really got to see um, yeah, just the Rockets. I mean, I think Ime Udoka. I think he's the guy that should be in charge in Houston. And yeah, I mean, Sengun is looking like a real beast. I always think of him as like I don't know, it's a little harsh. I call him like a poor man's Jokic because he could kind of do it all. He definitely like put some pressure on the defense from the low post. But he's kind of like a double-double merchant. I'd like to see him get some more assists, and then absolutely he'd be a Jokic in my mind. But yeah, they got a real steal. I don't think anyone really knew much about him coming in. But I mean, 16th overall pick in 2021, he's really blossomed to a really good player, and he's still only 22 years old. So yeah, I mean, yeah, 21-14, really solid numbers. 3 steals. He's definitely keeping his hands active. For 6'11", you like to see him get a little bit more blocks per game. Only had 3 the entire series, so you'd like to see him be a little bit more involved, I guess, defensively. But yeah, I mean, he did solidly. And then Thompson, he could guard anybody. He's really looking like one of the best defenders in the NBA today. They had some vets and Van Vliet, Van Vliet and Brooks and Adams. Adams, honestly, he played his way into a potential contract, bigger contract in this league because he's kind of been like an afterthought, minimum kind of player or minimum contract player, but he looked really stout in this series. Yeah, they started featuring him a little bit more, 31 and 26 minutes per game, and yeah, he was really just kind of having a field day. I was a little surprised they didn't play some of the younger guys here, like Cam Whitmore. They didn't really play him at all. They didn't play Shepard at all, and at one point he was the favorite to be Rookie of the Year, 3rd overall pick in the draft. And yeah, he just really kind of, just, I don't know, just really didn't find himself getting a lot of minutes late into the season. Because I'm trying to go to the beginning of the year. Like, look how consistent he's getting points. And he's playing pretty good off the bench, but yeah, his minutes just totally diminished there. And 2K gave him a 73 rating, so that should tell you a lot that they don't think he was worth a top 3 pick in the draft. But we're gonna go ahead and sim this draft. I think the Rockets do have a good amount of picks, so maybe we can get some like new players from some fresh legs for this team. And yeah, just showing you guys the screen for jersey or player retirements in this year 2025. Sean Sweeney, Assistant Coach of the Year. Hall of Fame inductees Chris Paul. Retirements Chris Paul and Lowry. League meetings. We're not going to change anything here. Again, this is a 3-year sim. So basically the goal of this video is to see how many chips we can win in a 3-year span. And if we don't get it, that's it. We got to end the video. But as soon as we win one, yeah, we're calling it quits. Because I think this Rockets team does have, I think their window, if it's not already open in terms of being a contending team, it's about to open. So Rockets, we got the Phoenix pick at 10. We'll see how that shakes out. And wow, we lucked out. We go from 10-1 and win the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. Unreal. I know that's not how it played out in real life. We all know the Mavericks won the Cooper Flag sweepstakes, but in this alternate reality, it's a very interesting shakeout. Okay, so for the sake of this, do we take Cooper Flag here? Because we know he's not going to be a Rocket. So, in that case, if he's not going to be a Rocket, maybe we trade out of this pick, okay? Just because we know Rockets are not going to be able to get Cooper Flag. So if we could trade this pick out, like a 1 for a 3 or something like that, we'll try that out. How about we do that? So no one's really offering us like a top 3 trade. Okay, so let's say we trade from 1 to, let's see here. Bulls have pick 4. And let's get some future picks as well here. Let's just strip them of all their picks. How about that? Okay, they're definitely hearing us out here. Let's say we add Nate Williams, and who else is on a bad contract here? Maybe Landale, because I feel like we could get a better backup center. Yeah, let's try that lottery protected. Alright, we'll take out the lottery protect. Still want some picks. Honestly, yeah, it's not worth it unless we just strip them of all their firsts. Because, I mean, they'd be getting Cooper Flag here, so they need to realize I'm giving them a chance to really make a big time splash. We'll do future unprotected 2028 pick. So, wow, okay. So, yeah, I mean, I'm done with Chicago. The Bears, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure why they're not pouncing on the opportunity with what we're giving them. All right, so Spurs. What can we maybe get from this team that we'd want? Honestly, Wemby's like the only guy we'd really want here. All right, let's see. What's another team? Sixers. Wait, who was the second pick? Did we look at them yet? Sixers, okay. Who is pick 5, maybe? Pick 5, Utah. Nah, I mean, damn, that's tough. All right. If we do 1 and 30, what do we get for that? Okay, so no one's really willing to trade back out. All right, I mean, damn, I don't want to take Flag just because I know it's not realistic. But I think we kind of have to, just because we're not getting a lot of offers here. But, I also don't want to just gift someone Cooper Flag, so we'll take him. Since the next user pick here. Let's see. So, yeah, not a lot of great talent here at this pick. It's the last pick in the draft as well. Alright, yeah, I'll do this one. Cool. Okay, so we got Cooper Flag. Huge pick up there. Van Vliet, we'll decline that option. Aaron Holiday, decline. Okay. So, yeah, we'll look to re-sign Van Vliet on a much cheaper deal for sure. We'll decline their qualifying offers. Alright, so Jayshawn Tate, Jeff Green, Roddy. Wow, so wait, Van Vliet, we don't even have Birdier rights on, huh? That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna sign him for much cheaper here. Do 2 years for 12. Need another point guard. Let's do Dinwiddie. 2 years, 650. All right, and then we need another center. Let's try to bring Adams back. He'll sign that. Cool. Okay, so decline. Renounce. That looks all good. Yeah, okay. And then, let's see, other players we can maybe add in here. Caruso could be a good pickup, another good defender. If we can offer... I don't think we have a lot of money left over, frankly. But, let's go after Melton. And then I'm going to offer Caruso. I don't know if we would be able to afford him, but we'll try it. $850. Okay. All right, yeah, we'll try this out. Okay, so no Melton, no Dinwiddie, but we get the other guys. So no Melton and Dinwiddie. We'll offer Payne and Burks, sure. 2 years. And then Yabusele's still available. Cornette. Yeah, I'll just look to bring in those 2 guys. Actually, wait, we only have room for 1. Okay, so yeah, we'll just sign Payne, and yeah, we'll be done with it. Cool. All right, here we go. Solid pickup so far. interesting scenario we have right now with Cooper Flag, because I don't know if he's going to be starting right away with this team. Thompson might be on the bench. They might start him over Thompson. So yeah, we'll see. What are we looking at here? So we got VanVleet, Jalen, Brooks, Thompson, Şengün. Okay, so they're putting Thompson at the 4. Oh, okay, he's listed at the 4. Okay, so that gives us some more flexibility then, because we got Flag at the 3. Okay, so Flag is off the bench for Brooks. Eason is our 6-man. Yeah, I mean, we're uber defensive team right here, so we're gonna lean into that. All right, cool. We're playing 10 deep right now. Caruso, solid pickup to round out the top 10. Ams and Landale are kind of out of the rotation right now. All right, let's start this sim out. I think honestly, we should be aiming for, because the Rockets were what? They were 3 in the West. The 3 in the West, I think. I'm trying to think. I think Lakers ended up having the 2 spot, right? No, I think no. Wolves were 6 and Warriors were 7. So yeah, okay. So Rockets were the 2 seed in the West. So yeah, we got to build off of that. Definitely with a young team, I think we are capable of that, but you never know. Sometimes with those young teams who get good like really early, they get a little bit like complacent and just kind of overlook the next opponent and expect them to be back. So every season's a new grind, and some of these young guys with not a lot of experience need to remember that. Took the Warriors to 7, but ultimately couldn't get out of the first round. So that's got to be our goal in this new season. So yeah, we're not playing great ball here, 20 and 16. I'm going to look at points of emphasis here and make some changes. So feed the post, we're going to change that up to neutral, average, some crash, others get back, and some crash, others run. So we got 2 injuries, Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, and Eason. So not great injuries to have right now. Let's see, they're not too bad. They'll be back in a couple weeks. Shepard's getting some minutes. Like to see that. Yeah, Williams, I meant to trade him, but we didn't. Caruso, Flag, still 6-man. Whitmore at shooting guard. All right, continue the sim here. So we're 21 and 16 here. Chem's at 100%. Fan interest is at 94. 7th in the West right now. 10th in the power ranking. So yeah, again, we still got a long ways to go to be relevant in the West for another year. Yeah, I mean, going in, I think this is going to be one of the easier teams to win a chip with, just because we are so stacked with our young prospects. The only thing I might have to pull a trigger on here, just in terms of affording everybody, is making a decision on Jalen Green or Jabari Smith Jr. Those might be 2 guys we might need to move on from, because we already have. I mean, Thompson can kind of play both. Also got Whitmore. So if he's starting to progress at a level that isn't the same as Green, we might move on from Green. And then same thing with Jabari Smith. Everyone thought he'd be like one of the top guys, but he's kind of been a little inconsistent in his career. He's an 85 overall, but if he's putting up these numbers, like 5 and 5, it's not great. If he's 6'10", you know. He needs to be. He's one of those guys who's got the height and got the intangibles, but he just got to be a little bit more aggressive. Sengun, he's putting up okay numbers. I would like to see his rebounds better though. Thompson, yeah, 5 steals. He's playing lights out defensively. Flag, good numbers. 13, 6, and 6. Pretty consistent overall. Okay. So we are at the trade deadline. So let me just check out our starting roster, it looks like here. Okay, so we're all healthy here. So point guard, okay, Jalen, Flag's now starting, Thompson, Eason, okay, Jabari. Maybe we move Jabari if he's going to be off the bench anyway. We got a lot of minutes with our power forwards right now, so I'm thinking we move Jabari to our center spot. Let's see if his overall changes much there. Okay, so it stays the same. Okay. And then I'm going to look to move Landale. Yeah, let's move Landale. Landale and maybe let's try Landale and Payne for a better point guard if we can. Could get Melton here as the guy who we were targeting. Davian Mitchell potentially could be good. KJ Simmons, Alvarado, Capella, solid center there. Okay, so yeah, I mean we're just kind of going back through it here. Could do this trade. Landale and Payne. We save money overall. We give up a second. They both got 1 year left on their deal though, so not ideal. So yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. And then let's see, Williams. See what we could get for him, if anything. Yeah, not much really. Yeah, no picks really in exchange. Okay, so we'll continue the sim here. Definitely, he's going to be trade target number one, or trade player number one. All right, 36 and 21, winning good games here. Gone a little bit of a win streak, lose to the Pacers. All right, extension deadline. Let's check this out. So Thompson's on a 1-1. Brooks is on 2 years. Whitmore on a 1-1. So yeah, we got everyone locked up. So that's good news. Landale, yeah, he might be a guy we try to trade. Just 8 mil is a lot, and he's not really in the rotation right now. So yeah, we're from 7th seed to 3rd right now. So we're definitely finding our rhythm offensively, I think. On a good win streak here. Haven't lost since February 27th. So yeah, 52 win season already. Still got 10 games left to go. 54 and 24. Let's see, how many games left? Just 2 more. All right, so 58 wins is how we could finish. Awesome. 15 and 24. Wemby MVP. Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year. 15, 5 and 3. Sasser 6-man. Wemby DPOY. Most Improved Connect. Wow, on the Nets now. Booker Clutch. Coach of the Year Pop. Aaron Phillips Exec of the Year the Spurs. Let's see. Any Houston Rockets make All NBA? No. Defensive team Amen. Okay. He's got a twisted right ankle. So that's going to hurt us. Round 1, Cooper Flag, Swiss Army Knife. I don't think I've ever seen that description of a player before. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Swiss Army Knife is a pretty sick description. I think it's accurate as well. So, wow. So I thought for sure we would have the 2 seed, but we have the 3. And let's see, is Van Vliet out? Yeah, he is injured. But it looks like he's still playing, because otherwise he'd be at the very bottom. His injury is high right ankle sprain, 1 to 2 weeks. So we got Shepard starting at point. What are his numbers this year? 9 and 2, 2.5. Okay. It's okay, not great. So Thompson's banged up too. Okay, so we got 2 kind of banged up players. We play the Warriors again, round 1. It was 2 versus the 7 seed last year. Now it's 3 versus the 6. Here's how we match up against them. So pretty much the same team from both sides. Cooper Flag off the bench for us again. All right, here we go. Game 1 in Houston. Gotta take advantage of home court. Again, we gotta be physical. And wow, we're getting spanked. So maybe it's just that the Warriors are a little bit of a kryptonite against us. Van Vliet made some big shots in the series to kind of keep the Rockets in those games, and he was off the bench for us game 1. So this game we will lose as well. So not a great start. The young guns going up against the old OGs, and yeah, just old guys are beating us right now. So yeah, we'll lose game 3 as well. I mean, going down 2 games when you're the home team is not a good way to start the series. And yeah, I just hope we avoid the sweep. I think on paper we should win this series, but the basketball gods have other plans. So we avoid the sweep. Gentleman's sweep is still in the picture. So I mean, we really want to come back down 3 games to 0, but it's one of like the impossible feats in sports best of 7 games. So game 2, we forced a game 6. All right, guys, we got to win here. We're getting the momentum. Hopefully it took this long to just kind of find the blueprint to beat this Warriors team. And okay, we won by 1. Wow. So we are able to force this game 7 in front of our Houston fans, Houston faithful. Okay, it's a tight game. We've been up most of this game so far. They're starting to come back. We're down 4 here. And we lose by 3. So, wow, back-to-back years. Meet the Warriors first round. We lose in 7 both times. Mavs win in 4 against the Knicks in the finals. Wow. Okay, so yeah, it's another devastating way to go out. I mean, we're doing something right, but just kind of falling apart in the playoffs. But again, Warriors are that kind of team that just kind of elevates themselves in the playoffs. Okay, so this year we had the Brooklyn pick at 10. So last year we had the 10th pick going into the lottery and ended up going number 1. So let's see what this Rockets pick ends up being. Okay, so we'll stick at 10. And Wizards have our own pick. Okay, so we will be picking 10 in this draft. Definitely within space to make a big time trade. Let's see. Gonna try trading 2nd and 10. We move up maybe a little bit with those kind of picks. Maybe not. Okay. Let's trim the fat here with the 2nd pick, and we'll trade Williams and Landale because he's on 8 mil. We could probably get a cheaper center. We get Payne Watson. Okay, what if we did Adams and Williams? Just some picks we're being offered here. 2 unprotected from Memphis. We'll do that. Okay, and then Campaign and Landale, let's try to trade away. Be 12 mil in all. We can maybe get off our books. So Hardy could be interesting. And we get Kenrich Williams. So save 3 mil, but they want a pick out of it. Payne Watson could be a good trade. Would be solid, I think. T-Man. Ooh, I like Brandon Clark. Big fan of his. It's kind of a wash money-wise, but we get a 2nd round pick. Yeah, let's do that. I like it. Okay, so Thunder are on the clock. So, wow, Thunder got the first pick in the draft. Okay, we'll send to our pick at 10. Could get Caleb Wilson, Jaden Quaintance. Huge fan of Quaintance. I might just pull the trigger on that just because I like him so much. And we could move him to the center spot, maybe. Could get Darius Sakuff at point. But yeah, Quaintance is just a defensive beast. I'm going to say we're going to go after Quaintance. And then we're going to try to trade back in because I do want a cuff. Let's try to go pick 12 here. And let's see, Rockets. Let's do Lottery Protect. And we'll give them some seconds. I'll do 3 2nd round picks. And I still no. Okay, cool. Alright, so he traded with the Kings for Levine. Wow. Okay, Hartwell. Alright, so we want a cuff, but we don't want to reach for him either. Okay. What if we did, let's trade back again. Let's see what we can get here. 12, 13. 13 and 14 is what we're kind of looking for here. 16, a little bit of a reach. Okay, so who's behind the Bulls? Let's try that. 12th pick for the Bulls, 14. And that first later. Give them the seconds here. Okay, cool. Damn it, and I take him right then. Okay. Alright. Bulls, point guard, a cuff. And they got Edgecombe. Let's try to do both. Fuck it, I'm greedy. Why not? Then we'll trade Shepherd. Damn, okay, we can't. Damn it, that would have been a sick move. to do that. Clark. Okay, Caruso. Caruso's, damn, he's injured. Can't trade him either. Damn it. Okay, let's try Van Vliet. Nope. Okay, Rockets pick. No. Okay, that's fine. Let's just go ahead, see what's on the board at this pick. Mikhail Brown, playmaking, perimeter threat, C++, C++. Dame Sar, steady combo guard, good defender. And then in terms of shooting guards on our team, we got Green, Whitmore. They were kind of set with young points. Acquaintance, we could move there. Got it. Yeah, I mean, we're a pretty young team, so let's just maybe trade out, get a vet maybe. Okay, so Benny Stiers, Okoro could add, Jared Jones Jr., Shake Milton, or sorry, D'Anthony Melton. I like Melton. We'll think about that one. LeVert. Let's do LeVert. Let's just actually look at all the trades. There might be something better. Yeah, let's do LeVert. LeVert. There we go. The Lakers. Okay, cool. Sim ahead. Acquaintance. We'll bring in. Extend them as well. Okay, so Birdier, who do we have? They're all locked up, restricted at least. Acquaintance. We'll move to the center. Center. Okay. And then, wait, who else did I want to trade here, maybe? LeVert, cool. That looks good. Maybe Caruso's a guy we trade. Okay. So we're bringing in... Wait, who are the restricted here? I just want to make sure. So Smith would be coming back. Eason would be coming back. Okay, so we pretty much just need point guard and power forward. Okay, point guard. Top point guard is Luka. He's going to be out of our price range. Could get, let's do Alvarado. We'll offer him 3.5 for 2. Power forward, power forward, power forward. Kenrich, sure. Custom, all right. Yep, agree. Cap hold. Okay. Okay, so we can't get Alvarado. Interesting. All right, we'll offer Dinwiddie then. Minimum. All right. Sign Dinwiddie. Oh, and we'd be over. Wait, what? I'm tripping. I thought we had enough guys. Who's the worst player? Acquaintance. Dinwiddie. Damn it, we just signed him too. Caruso we just signed. Or Williams we just signed. Caruso might be the odd guy out here. Alright, just picks back. Spurs, 2 picks, sure. Alright, so then, yeah, we're looking to bring in Smith and Eason. I think Caruso's gonna regress a little bit, and he's worth a lot of money, so if we can get rid of him, I guess that would work out. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna make sure we get these 2 guys back for next year. Cap hold. Alright, Eason, Jabari, cool. Alright, I think we did better again. I think we got younger for sure. We got Acquaintance. We did add Dinwiddie though. Maybe could have, if we were smarter, maybe we didn't need to draft, or we didn't need to sign Dinwiddie. We should just stuck, because then we had to get rid of somebody and it had to be Caruso. Okay, so year two, here we go. We got the 3 seed in the West this time, right? Yeah. So, we'll see how we do this season. But yeah, I mean, back-to-back first round exits, the real life one, and then the first year in the sim. So definitely can't let that happen again. Ime Udoka's got to get his guys right. I mean, for Ime, it's second time losing to the Warriors round 1. definitely, I feel like clock's ticking on him. If this happened in real life, I feel like he's definitely on the hot seat. Especially, he might even be fired earlier depending on how the regular season goes. But right now, we're fifth in the power ranking, fourth in the conference rank, as we're passing the NBA Cup. I'm curious, what do you guys think about the NBA Cup? I feel like it's kind of at first I didn't like it. I'm kind of growing more warmly toward it, but it is one of those things where uh, they started it with their future in mind, but I think they started still even prematurely because people still don't understand it. They keep talking about how it's similar to like European soccer, but even then, it's really not because the cups that happen in European soccer are more so in like interleagues. So like there's Champions League, right? That's like you're playing the best clubs from England, France, Italy, right? All those teams. But then there's like FA Cup, which is like all the English teams compete in a cup during their regular season. But even that has multiple leagues. Like there's the Premier League, which is the top, then the second league, third league, fourth league, right? So we don't have that in basketball. So that's why it's a little bit strange because it's like, why is it much different from regular season games? It's not because they even count the same. In England, that's not the case. So I think what they're trying to do later is you see like they have NBA Africa going. They're trying to like make a talk with some of the European teams because basketball's really growing in basketball in a big way, and we're seeing that like with some guys coming over and playing here and vice versa. So yeah, I think their long term goal is that it's a in season um, in season tournament that will continue with teams abroad as well. I think that's what they're looking for. So imagine like Real Madrid basketball team versus like the Lakers in the final. Like I think that's what they're looking for. And the groups aren't going to be five different NBA teams. They're going to be like a mix of like maybe two Spanish teams, one Greek team, one NBA team, and three NBA teams and one Spanish team and one French team. That's how they're hoping for it to be down the road. But again, I think it's a little premature now. But anyway, I digress. No, we really stacking up these wins here. One in the power ranking, one in the conference rank. I think Cooper Flag's finally taking that next step. I think without looking at the stats yet, I think that's probably the biggest difference. MVP is Wemby. Cam Boozer, Rookie of the Year. Six man, Boozer as well. DPOY, again, Wemby. Derek Queen, Most Improved. Clutch player, Giannis. Ime Udoka, okay, Coach of the Year. 63-19 year. Exec goes to Jordan Hobson. So, yeah, these Texas teams are really ruling the league right now. So, let's see. Any Houston Rockets All-NBA team. Cooper Flag, there we go. 90 overall now. 17-8. Great numbers to see from him. Houston Rockets and then Thompson, all first defensive team. And then Houston. That's it. Okay. No acquaintance for all rookie. That works. That's fine. So yeah, we get the 1 seed in the West. Mavs 3 seed, Spurs 5 seed. So yeah, I mean yeah, talent in Texas is at an all-time high right now. All right, Rockets and Blazers round one. It's not the Warriors. I think we should be able to sweep this team, frankly. Up 3 games to 0, and we do. Called it. We play the Thunder round two. Let's see how they look. So they've added the Bansta, and yeah, it's pretty much the same team. Jalen Williams potentially off the bench for the Bansta. I'd be shocked. Maybe he's injured. Don't know. All right, so round one or round two rather against the Thunder. Game one they take. Game two we take and tie it up. Game three they take and we tie it up in game four. All right, game five here we go in Houston. Got to win this one to keep our home court alive and strong. All right, it's kind of we're down 15 with about 8.5 to go. storming back, but yeah, we're down 9 here. All right, I'm gonna go 8 deep maybe. Let's give more minutes to our guys. So that would cut out Clark and Dinwiddie. I'm fine with that, right? Because wait, who was it? If we went 9 deep, who would it be? Clark. And if we did 10 deep, would it be Dinwiddie? No, Levert. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go 8 deep here. Okay, that balances out our team a little bit more. So yeah, I'll see 8 deep, get our guys more minutes, make more of an impact hopefully. Tight game here, and we win by 2. All right, we are able to force that game 7. All right, here we go. Game 7. Gotta win this one, guys. We finally made it out of the first round, but can't lose another game 7 because Udoka's really going to be called into question here. All right, here we go. We made it to the conference finals, and yeah, we really grinded out to get to where we are now. We're going to go back to 10 just because it's a lower seed in the Kings here, and I don't want us to risk any injury. But all right, so this is how we stack up. Yeah, Middleton, Collins, Sabonis. I mean, we got an edge on them in every category, so I'd be shocked if they give us a hard time here. But we're going to take this one game at a time. We don't want to look over this opponent. We're down 1 after the first, down 5 at halftime. Come on, guys. Our overtime, we lose. But yeah, our home court has really not helped us out at all in this series. I don't know what it is with Houston, but yeah, it's just not panning out the way you'd think it would. All right, so game 2 looks like we'll win this one. Overtime again. Wow. Was not expecting us to have to win in overtime, but it did. And so 2 games so far, both overtimes. Now we're going to Sacramento. We've definitely been a better road team, so hopefully we can continue that. All right, so we win pretty handily in this game 3. We're up 2-1, commanding lead here. Both teams have accomplished their goal of winning on the road, so if we can win both, that'd be great. And we do. Awesome. So we're up 3-1 now, and just kind of looking on the other side of things, Pistons and Cavs are knotted at 2 apiece. So, I mean, this is looking like the year we might take the cake. We might be able to finish this video early. Might be able to win it in year 2 of our sim. And yeah, we win handedly this next game. We advance to the finals and await the winner of the Pistons-Cavs. It's looking like the Pistons, and it will be. Cooper Flag, Western Conference Finals MVP, 21, 8, and 6, call it. Pretty solid numbers. 50, 40, 85, so pretty close for an all-out shooting performance. And Cade Cunningham, Eastern Conference Finals MVP, 31, 6, and 6. And yeah, see how we match up with this Pistons team. So the 2 Thompson brothers are going at it. They've added Herb Jones, good defender, but just kind of looking at how we stack up. Yeah, a little bit disadvantaged in the point guard spot, but we kind of have their number across the board in the other positions. Kind of curious what other Pistons are on this team. All right, so they also have Davion Mitchell. We were thinking about trading for him. They got Sadiq Bey, Boucher, Dean Wade, Nurkic. So, I mean, they got some vets and some young guys as well. Sadiq Bey, he started with the Pistons. Yeah, that's right. So he's back to his old team. All right, so game 1, we got home court. Got to be able to win this one. It's going to be a gritty series. Both these teams historically have been very gritty and defensively minded teams in their history. I feel like Rockets transitioned a little bit. Like you think about the old Rockets days in the 90s, and they were very defensive-minded team. Had some perimeter shooting with Kenny Smith, but it was mostly Akeem Show in the middle. All right, so let's see if we win this one. All right. Yeah, and then fast forward to 2000s, Tracy McGrady, Yao Ming. They're a little bit more of an offensive team with Shane Battier there as well. Yeah, and then again, fast forward to the most recent good Rockets teams with James Harden. That was like an all offensive team too. So yeah, a little bit reverting back to defense in Houston, and Pistons have pretty much always been stout defensively. So we're up 2-0 here. Game 3, here we go. Can we win on the road here? It was a tight one until the very end. and they'll win Game 1 in Detroit in front of their fans. Game 4, here we go. Up 4 after 1. Added a little bit more to our lead at halftime. 50-point quarter. That's going to be hard to come back. I don't care what team you are. And we are now 1 game away from taking it all. Şengün is out, and Quaintance is out. So that means I think Jabari Smith Jr. is our starting center here. Left tendonitis season. Quaintance, sore left knee day to day. He hasn't played at all really these playoffs, which is understandable. And Sengun hasn't played since Game 4 of the Kings series. So yeah, even without Şengün and Quaintance, I mean, we're playing good ball for sure. I'm just kind of looking at our rotation here real quick. See, Jabari is starting. He's putting up some solid numbers. Thompson, great numbers across the board. Flag. Oh, he's not done so well these last 2 games. Maybe they found a good counter to guard him. Weird. So, okay, he didn't play at all in the May 31st game. But, I mean, he has pretty much become our starting point guard with Van Vliet pretty much out of the rotation here. So, yeah, wow, that's weird. So, they started him 1 game, and then they benched Shepherd. Okay. So, Game 5 in front of the home fans. Can we finish them out in 5 and win our first chip since Akeem? Okay, we're up handedly here. This is going to be it. We're about to pull it off. Yeah, we're up huge here. I'd be shocked if our starters are even still in this game. All right, we're going to jump in here. Final 30 seconds. Let's witness this Houston team winning its 2nd chip all time. All right, here we go.
.30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. He drops it from range.
I like this attitude on this possession from Cade. Just really confident getting into that J.
Pass to Shepherd. Sasser defending. Now Brooks. Eason with the ball. The 3. And the 3-pointer goes.
Answer.
You can feel the
Final 8
excitement in
seconds.
this arena. These guys have done one heck of a
6,
job.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And they've done it! The Houston Rockets are the new NBA champions! Just tremendous! What an incredible ride! Culminating in a championship. What a team! This will go down as one of the great sports moments in the history of this city. And listen to this crowd. Players talk about having to tune out the noise and focus on the task at hand. This is the noise they've been waiting to hear all year long.
Absolutely incredible. Look at the guys celebrating, understanding the work, the sacrifice, the discipline that goes into winning a championship in this building.
Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
There you go. We win in 5. Rockets win their 2nd chip all time. And yeah, Finals MVP, Ime Thompson, just a beast defender, one of the best defenders we've seen in recent memory in the NBA. And he's still super young. Only, 22 in real life right now? Crazy. Put up great numbers pretty much across the board. 15, 15, and 10 one game. Game 1 really set the tone this whole series. 10 steals in 5 games. That's pretty impeccable. Just really kind of a shutdown defender. 14, 8, 5, 2, and call it 1. 50, 38, 62. Would like to see his free throw up, but yeah, Rockets in 5. We were able to win here in our second season of the sim, faster than, or actually, I feel like that was kind of where I expected us to win at this point. But yeah, I mean, we didn't really shake up the roster too much. Thompson stuck around, Green. We lucked out with Cooper Flag. I feel like there's a little bit of an asterisk now, just because we took him, but we got the first pick. We didn't trade up to get him, so just kind of had a lottery shook out for us. But again, reality, he's not going to be here. But pair the Rockets with another young guy, and it could be kind of like a Cooper Flag type in terms of the impact that player makes right away. And yeah, you went from Swiss Army knife to demigod. I've never seen any of those two descriptors for any players in my years of playing 2K. Still, Jabari Smith Jr. stuck around, Dylan Brooks, Eason, Sengun, Whitmore, and then we kept Shepard, but we've definitely added some other pieces. Clark, Levert. We've also drafted Quaintance in the following draft. Van Vliet stuck around, even though he really declined. Defensive menace for him. That's actually, I'm shocked by that because he's known to be a shooter. So I guess it's changed for him. And yeah, add Kenrich and Dinwiddie, but frankly, they didn't really play much, if at all. Did Dinwiddie even play? Yeah, 0 points all year. So, and same with Kenrich. Wow. So yeah, I mean, some 2 vets we added didn't really help out too much, but I mean, 2 years later in our sim, and just looking at this team here, we only really added Flag, and looking at the young guys, how many players are at 85 overall or better? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I mean, they're doing something right. They've definitely been drafting well. I feel like the recovery from the end of the Harden era to where we are now just kind of happened overnight. They really did some good drafting by this team. We're pick 1-4, round 1-2, round 1. That's never mind. We'll ignore that. Round 1-3. Brought in Brooks in free agency, 17th pick, 16th pick, Whitmore, 20th pick. I mean, these are late kind of gems for this Rockets team. And yeah, Rockets second year of the sim. We'll see what they can do next year. I'll be curious because there's a rumor that they're going after big time free agents in Giannis and Kevin Durant, I've heard as well. So maybe insert one of those 2 guys in for Cooper Flag maybe on this team. And I feel like Rockets can definitely take this team to new heights. And that was no pun intended, just because Rockets in space atmosphere. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Please check me out on Twitch, CZC YouTube. Check me out on YouTube, CZC. And I'll see you guys next time. And I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.